Ah, I get it now. 'Twas one tree at One Tree Bridge. Back on the Bibbulmun is something that I tend to say every time I start. I've noticed I am leaving Donnelly River. It is 8:30ish, hello, or something in the morning on a fine October day. It has been about a year since I was last on track. Too long if you ask me, and this is probably the least prepared I've been for a hike. By that I mean I've barely done any training. Not that I do training, it's just I've let myself go. No, it's the fact that I've just been so goddamn busy with my life, and I need this. I need the trees, I need Mother Nature, I need the Spirit Mother to guide me forward to make some decisions in my life. But yes, a short trip, only 27 kilometers, but at some point during the next day and a half, I will be passing the halfway mark. Hoorah! I forgot how nice it smells out here. I just smell wildflowers, and it's starting to rain. Just a little bit, not too much. Enough to handle. But yes, smelling divine. And we're walking downhill. It's quite beautiful through this part of the woods. It's moist. There's a little bit of wetness in the air, which, you know, I enjoy. Wouldn't want it to be too hot. I think it was 14 degrees. That's what the temperature said in my car when I left it abandoned in the middle of the forest. That is right. We're getting too far away from Perth that it's becoming a little bit more difficult managing how I get on track. That's some thick trees. It's a bit wet. I'm getting PTSD from my last section. Trekking along nicely, listening to some documentaries. Do you hear that? 'Tis the rain. I just stepped into a sunspot. It is lovely to have a little bit of sun now and then. Making good time. I am 4 kilometers, just under 4 kilometers to Tom Road campsite, where I shall rest and read and nibble and take my shoes off. 'Twill be delightful. That's a very large tree that has grown into 2 very large trees, but it's still one. A pair of legs upside down with a little bit of bush. Ah, disgusting. It's so inviting. Tom Road campsite, 12:01 p.m. This has got to be one of the prettiest campsites. Goodness me. It is 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I am alone at Tom Road campsite. It's very pretty here. Going to look to see if staying here tonight is a good idea or should I just walk to the car. The car is 11 kilometers away, so I would say about 3 kilometers of hiking. 3 kilometers, 3 hours of hiking. Probably 4 because it's the end of the day and I'll be getting sleepy. Having a look, it is pretty flat for the remainder of the trip. Really only one little steep incline, but it's really pretty here. But there is also lots of mosquitoes. But also I've left my car in the middle of nowhere, and for some reason I have this anxious feeling that is getting broken into as we speak. Dilemmas. See, this is what happens when the modern world gets into your head. I just want to be peace in the forest as I am right now, but also I'm concerned about my car. And there's a water hole here, which is nice. Anywho, it didn't take much convincing. I decided to stay and soak in the serenity. Testing out a smaller and lighter tent this time round. I've also got a new mattress, a new base, and I've also got a sleeping bag liner if it gets super cold. I do not think so though. Famous last words. This is an amazing spot to read. Super tired, but maybe I should just have a nap. Oh, a nap in the middle of the forest. Excuse me while I live it up. Time for bed. Yes, the sun has only just set. But my God, I'm tired. And I've got a big day tomorrow. Not really. 11 kilometers or so. I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna read and slumber. So go away. I was just woken by the cataclysmic sound of a tree falling down. It sounded like thunder cracking. Good morning. It is 6:02 a.m. and I'm leaving Tom Road campsite. Had a long night. Not too far today, 11 kilometers to the car. And then a sneaky trip into Manjimup to get something for lunch, I think. And then home. You'll notice I'm wearing trousers instead of my usual shorts. Silly me, thinking I'd be cold. I'm cruising through my hike, feeling unstoppable, until that tiny rub starts. I shrug it off, just a little chafe, right? But soon, every step feels like a battle between my thighs and disaster. I should have listened and packed the 3B cream. This is where I would live, in a tree. Every time I see a tree like this, I think, what a great spot to hide if it's raining. This is one of my favorite plants, and I try to grow it all the time at home, but it dies. It needs temperate climates, not Perth's harsh summers. You're looking good. Chafing aside, I strolled this stretch along the Donnelly River, daydreaming about how to look when I return next year. You see, I've made a pact with myself to tackle the final leg in one last epic push. Next year is all about adventure. More hikes are on the horizon. Hello, car.